In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get your first digital product sale. So you've got a digital product, you either created one yourself, put in the work, or you have one that you got as a done for you product. But how do you actually make money with this digital product? Let's break it down. So in today's world, if you're selling a digital product, you are going to market it digitally. No more are the days of having to rely on going door to door or just word of mouth marketing. We have got the internet today. So there are basically two different ways that you can go about this, or you could do both. The first is you could do paid ads. The second is what we call organic marketing, which is essentially social media marketing. So I'm going to walk through each of those. So let's start with paid ads. So for paid ads, if you're brand new, you've never sold anything before, this is your first time trying to sell a digital product, you probably don't have an email list at all. Maybe you have a very small or no social media account, right? Like you're a brand new beginner just getting started. You can utilize paid ads as a beginner to get you started. And you can do this for as low as $5 a day. So there's a couple of different ways you can set up the paid ads in order to do this. So you would create an account on the Meta Business Suite, and you would create your ad creative that talks about the product that you are selling and what you're offering. And you can either do it through a lead generation ad where someone is getting exposure to you first through a freebie. So this freebie might be, let me just give you an example. Let's say that your product that you're selling is a 6-week weight loss training. Okay. So then maybe your freebie is recipes that can go along with it, healthy recipes. So if you're doing a lead generation ad, someone comes across your ad and sees the free recipes. So they exchange their email for the free recipes. And then on the back end of that, you can do a pitch for the product that you're selling, as well as get them in your email list and then have your email list do the selling for you. The other way is you could just set up straight sales page ads where the ad creative is talking about the offer that you are selling, and it is going, when they click the link to learn more, they are going straight to your sales page and choose to either buy it or not. Typically, from my experience, the sales page ads are going to take a little bit more money behind them than the lead gen ads in order to get more eyeballs on it. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, but that is going to be dependent upon the industry that you're in, the product that you're offering. So those are the two versions that you can do for ads to get started. Now, what if you're like, okay, I'm brand new, I have no budget for ads? Are you telling me I have to run ads? Absolutely not. You do not have to. And a lot of beginners don't. They start with organic traffic. So that is social media marketing. So pick whatever platform you enjoy being on the most, because that is going to help you be consistent and not overwhelmed. So if you try to figure out and be on all platforms at the same time, you're going to get overwhelmed and burn out really fast. So I say pick the one that you enjoy being on the most, because you're going to be most familiar with the type of content that people create on that platform. And every platform is very different. So here on YouTube, it's a lot of like how-tos or tutorials. On Facebook, it's a lot of like a picture with a lot of text still on Facebook posts, whereas Instagram is all about like curating and aesthetic, and it's the pretty like grid, right? And a lot of videos. Those are the forefront of Instagram, is video type content. And then you have TikTok, where it's still mostly all video content, but it's not about being as like curated as Instagram. So it's a little bit more of the unhinged content, if you will. Like, you don't have to be as formal on TikTok. So all of the platforms work. I suggest you pick the one that you're the most comfortable with, and then learn about what it takes in order to create good content on that platform. Some of the platforms you can post as little as once a week and see traction. Other platforms you need to be posting multiple times a day. So you have to think about what kind of capacity you have in order to create the content, right? Like, of course, YouTube, you can get away with posting once a week, but it tends to be longer form videos. Whereas something like TikTok might require multiple posts a day, but they're usually less than a minute long. So play around with the different platforms if you're not familiar with them and just figure out where you enjoy hanging out and start with that platform. Then from there, you're just going to start talking about your product. Not always pitching, that should only be about 20% of your content, but you are going to talk about, like, educate people about it. You're going to show social proof, how it has helped you or other clients. If you don't have clients yet, how has it helped you? Like, how have you used the product that you're selling so that they know how it's going to fit into their life and benefit them? Why should they buy it, right? And then you're going to have like your true pitch content as well, where its sole job is to sell that product to them. And then lastly, you want to have some content that's kind of like the more personal, get to know you content. You don't have to tell them everything about your life. Like, it still needs to make sense for the platform that you're posting on and what your business is about. But if you're in, let's go back to like the fitness world, for example, like you might have content that pitches your product that you're selling. Then you have content that's showing you doing workouts, and maybe you're giving them like the 3 best upper body workouts, for example. Maybe you're also doing some content around your favorite protein coffee that you make, right? So it's just what are the content buckets that fit around the product that you're selling. And then from there, that content can either directly pitch the product and you give them the link, your link in bio goes directly to your sales page, or you can do the lead generate way first, as if you're trying to build an email list at the same time, where you create a freebie of some sort that makes sense with the product that you're selling, and they opt in, and then your email system does the selling for you. If you don't know what type of product to create or how to get started in creating that video, I actually just created a video on how to create your first digital product. So go check out that video next.